Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your monthly forecast for July 2017. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Thank you for being here. Please remember that these are general readings, and that means they're not going to apply to everybody watching, or they're not going to make sense in the same way. You can watch your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages. Or if you're interested in a private reading specific to just you and what you're dealing with, then all the links you need are in the description box below. And if you enjoy my work, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because I'm also looking forward to your feedback and for you to let me know how the messages make sense to you, how they apply to you if they do. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on here for Cancer. Happy birthday, by the way. So at the bottom of the deck is the overall energy. We have the Moon, and this is your card, actually, and the major arcana represents Cancer. So for some of you, this is coming up as doing a lot of soul searching. You've been doing a lot of soul searching, and now you're coming out of it. You're coming to the light. You're coming to the completion phase of that, to the realization, to finding what you were looking for in the first place. The Moon here can also indicate a very heightened intuition, and also a lot of emotional energy. Okay, so that means either dealing with a lot of people or dealing with a lot of situations that trigger a lot of different emotions within you, and so there may be a tendency for you to be a little bit overly emotional or more emotional than usual, more sensitive than usual in the month of July. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can cause confusion and a tendency to overreact, but if you do what you can to keep yourself grounded, to meditate, to pray, work with crystals, affirmations, then this could be a really great time, because it's almost like you have your feet on the ground, but your mind is in the heavens, okay, or your heart is in the heavens rather. So you could really, and you actually have the Magician in your reading, which is what that is, you can really get that higher understanding of things, that higher perspective, and find a way to incorporate it into what you're doing in this reality, to manifest your dreams. Okay, so and you have quite a few major arcanas as well, so this could be a great month for change. In your current situation, we have the Magician, so this is how you start off the month, or this is what's going on when you're watching the video. And so the Magician is definitely as above, so below. So you see that he's pointing one hand to the heavens with that wand, and the other's pointed to the ground. So that means, okay, I take from above, and I manifest, I plant, I help grow into this reality. You have all the tools you need on the table there. So this is really, for some of you, you're gearing up for a new beginning. You're gearing up for a fresh start. It could be a result of the soul searching. It could be a result of just doing research. Depends on what this is for you. With this being a major arcana card, it can be anything. But you have been preparing for a fresh start. It's been on the mind for a long time. That could be, changing your job, or changing careers altogether. It could be changing something in your love life in terms of the people you allow into your life, or the people you're in a relationship with, and it's about, okay, is this healthy? Is this good for me? Does this make me happy? There's a lot of soul searching that you have been doing, and now you're coming to the point where, okay, where you're getting what you were looking for out of that soul searching. You have the tools, or the knowledge and the experience, and now you can get started. Now you can start whatever this is that you've been thinking about. The challenge is the Devil. So with the Devil card here, for some of you, this is coming up as laziness, procrastination, overthinking things, and therefore not really doing anything. So just holding back and just thinking about things, but not really doing anything. And further, this is about feeling powerless, but it's a duality, see, because this is who you really are. You're the Magician. You can do anything, but you see yourself in this situation where you're tied to something, you're chained to something, you can't break free from something. Maybe it's a fear of letting go of the routines you've had until now. Maybe it's a fear of coming out of that comfort zone. Maybe it's that fear of taking power back and taking charge of things, because this is really where we feel stuck, we feel trapped, but at the same time, whether we feel like we can't get out of it, or it's not the best situation, but at least we're comfortable there because we're familiar, with it. We know what to expect. And that could be a big challenge to get out of that kind of mindset, okay? And so that's a challenge that you're dealing with. Breaking free of vicious cycles, breaking free of addictions, breaking free of old patterns and routines that have taken away your power slowly but surely. And that's your challenge, okay? It could also be that you're trying to venture out on your own, and your challenge is breaking away from a big group of people, a corporation, a dominant individual with this kind of energy, whether that is for business or for friendships or relationships. In the foundation, we have the Hermit. So with the Hermit, you have been doing a lot of soul searching. This is what that is. You've kind of spent time alone in meditation, prayed about it, tried to find the answers, trying to find your purpose, trying to find your next step, trying to find the best way to approach things, thinking about what you really want to do with your life or your career or your relationship or your health, whatever this is for you. For those of you, you've started a spiritual practice and that has triggered the soul searching with the moon, and that in turn has triggered you getting ready for this fresh start because you have this fresh perspective. And so that's what's been going on. This can also represent you feeling stuck, or not necessarily stuck, it's rather isolated. And it could be because you've been under a dominant individual or dealing with a dominant group of people, or a situation where it's not completely up to you what happens. And so you felt a little bit isolated, you felt overlooked, you felt left out in the cold. And that has left you searching for answers in terms of, okay, what can I do about this? I want to be happy. In the past, we have the Ten of Cups. So with the Ten of Cups in your past, this is definitely a phase that is coming to an end. This can be the end of a relationship or the end of a marriage, because you, with the Devil here, this was not a good situation, okay? This was dealing with someone who had a lot of demons to battle on their own. Obsessive, narcissistic, looking to win all the time, to get their say, addicted to things, and so they're not thinking clearly, and so it's not been an easy situation, but it did end, okay, because this is in your past, or you're coming to terms with something that has ended in your past with this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is definitely, it's a card that talks about a love of home and family, and so it's coming up as where you go to feel safe, or your comfort zone. And you're coming out of your comfort zone because you've outgrown that area, okay, that energy, that little box that you've been in, you've outgrown it. So this is a natural transition. That's why this doesn't come up as, you know, the Ten of Swords or a heavier energy. This comes up as, yes, this has been good for you. Yes, this has been a comfort zone. This has kept you safe, but you've outgrown that box, and now it's just time to move on. It's just a natural transition. And then the fear of change comes in, the fear of independence, the fear of responsibility, the fear of you fill in the blanks comes in and keeps you stuck there, okay? Even though with the Magician, you have everything you need to get started with this new path. That's the main point. In your crowning thoughts, we have the Two of Pentacles. So decision time, weighing up your options, figuring out what you want to do, how you want to do what you want to do, what the best way forward is for you. Maybe you have a choice between, do I stay here or do I start in a new direction? Or you have a choice between, okay, do I keep doing things this way, or do I try a different approach? Do I try a different perspective? Do I stay in this relationship or not? Do I stay in this job or not? Should I take on another job? Should I start my business on the side and see how that goes? Should I move? Should I take that long trip? Should I start that course? Definitely a lot of questions on the mind, a lot of decisions on the mind. But the Two of Pentacles is a card that says, you know what? I know I can do what I want to do. It's just a matter of finding the right way and deciding what I can do now and what I can try later, or if I can combine things so that I can keep both things up in the air, or as many things that you want up in the air while continuing to move forward, okay? In the near future, so around mid-month, you should see some big changes. This is a big opportunity for change in the direction that you want to go. And it's a matter of allowing it to happen with the Death card. You don't have to go out there and make it happen. This is the energy around you anyway. So it's just a matter of letting it manifest, allowing it to come in, letting things come full circle, allowing for opportunities into your life. that can create change for you. Okay, this is again a major arcana card. And so it indicates the fact that these are meant to happen. These things are meant to happen the way they're happening, when they're happening. And it's, for us, it's rather, a case of just letting it happen, as opposed to fearing change and trying to hold on to the past. The past is done and dusted. The past is dead. That's why this is, the Death card. It's death and transformation. It's change and transformation. And in order for us to have a new beginning, something will die off. Something will end, for us to have that fresh start, for us to have that transformation. So this could be the move, this could be the job change, this could be the changing the location you work in, this could be the changing of career, this could be the end of that relationship, but you're at peace with it, and so you're moving forward and ready for a fresh start with love life, with relationships. This could be that change in perspective in terms of, okay, I'm not going to continue to try to find the same type of person, because I've been in that type of relationship for a long time and it never ends well for me. So maybe I need to try something different, and I need to go for a different type of individual to attract into my life. This could also be spiritual transformation, where we transform our lives, where, you change your diet, you start a meditation practice, you start to work with affirmations and you take it more seriously, you start to work with crystals, and whenever we choose to delve into something spiritual, the more we look into it, the more we learn, the more we feel a need to shed what is no longer working or what no longer makes sense to us, and bring in new opportunities, new people, places, situations. And so that's what that is. But again, the key here is it's going to have to be your choice to let this happen or to hold on to the past because of fear. Because this, with the Death card, it's going to happen sooner or later, and it can be smooth or it can be very difficult and very challenging. It's really up to us if we allow it to happen naturally or not, okay? In the position representing you, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this is definitely you planning for the future. You're looking ahead. You've got your plan and you're starting off that path. Okay, so this could be you investing in your business. This could be starting off that new job, and it's, you have a long way to go. You're just getting started, but there's a lot of opportunity for growth. And as long as you stick to the plan and you do things the way you're supposed to, by the book, you're pretty much guaranteed to climb that ladder, okay? This is investing in the home. If you're moving around the 2nd to 3rd week, you're, arranging stuff in the house, you're buying new stuff, you're redecorating, you're fixing things with this kind of energy as well. This could also be slowly but surely you get yourself back out there and try to meet someone new, or try to form a new friendship, or try to hang out with a different group of people, or start a new hobby. This could also be that, okay? This is also physical recovery, and emotional recovery also comes up here. So you've gotten yourself out of a difficult situation, out of a toxic situation. With the Devil card here, you've let that end, you've understood the lessons, and so you've truly released that type of situation. You no longer have to face that, you have to deal with that. And so now you're slowly but surely recovering, rebuilding, and definitely moving forward. In your environment, we have the Lovers, so another major arcana card, and this is about choices. So this is, something that usually happens when we deal with a big change. We get, on that high of, yes, we're doing things differently and we're changing things, and this is a fresh path and it's exciting. And then as we start to walk it in the early stages, we do get tempted to turn back. We do get tempted to go back to what's familiar, because it's like, okay, well, I don't know what's going on and I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel safe. So why don't I just go back to what was safe for me, what was comfortable for me? And so this is a card that talks about choices. Do we stay on the path that we've chosen, or do we go back to the temptation, the easy road, the easy way, the quick payout, the lust, the passion that burns out and burns the people involved? And so you're going to have to continue to make that choice every day in terms of, yes, this is who I am now. And yes, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going back. Okay, so this is in your environment. And you're always going to have to make this choice, and you're going to have to be determined and stay focused and continue to walk that path. Continue to stay focused on what matters with this Knight of Pentacles, and you'll be absolutely fine. In Hopes and Fears, we have the Tower, so another major arcana card. this is coming up as a couple of different things. So for some Cancerians, this is coming up more towards the end of the month, because you have not allowed for change to happen naturally. You have not allowed for this to die out so that you can have a fresh start, and therefore the Tower comes in and creates fear, anxiety, worry, panic, because things end abruptly. Well, they seem to be ending abruptly, but actually we have received signs of, hey, this needs to end for a while. And so if we have been ignoring them, that's why this seems so abrupt and so shocking. And so for some of you, this situation is going to end, okay, more towards the end of the month rather than mid-month. And this is not going to be your choice anymore with the Tower, and it's going to be more difficult to handle. However, you're going to be fine. When the Tower comes in, the things that are knocked down, the things that are destroyed, are the things that were dead anyway, and we're just holding us back, okay? So it is a freeing kind of energy, whether we want it to be or not. Whether we see it as a blessing as it's happening or not, it is truly a blessing. For others, this is about, okay, I'm doing it, I'm walking this path, and everything's changing around me. This is a completely new environment. This is a completely new situation. I'm not sure what's going on, and it's just feeling a little bit unstable. However, continue to focus on the fact that you're doing well. Continue to focus on the fact that now this is an exciting time, because you can rebuild. You can make things what you want them to be. They don't have to be a certain thing just because they've been that until now. Now you have that freedom to get creative and to say, okay, who do I want to be? What do I want my day-to-day life to be like? What do I want my job to be? What do I want my routines to be? And so it's an exciting time because we have that freedom to create the world that we want for ourselves, okay? So don't fear the Tower, regardless of how it shows up in your life. Don't fear the Tower energy. Because look, in the outcome you have the Six of Wands. This is awesome. This is beautiful. This is victory, triumph, feeling happy, feeling in control, feeling on top of the world. This is really, you know, feeling like, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm happy and I'm proud of myself because I know this is a good path. This is the initial victory, and you've gotten yourself to this point. Other people have helped, other people have inspired you, other people have supported you, and now you're being celebrated for this triumph. There's still more work to be done. Yes, absolutely. You're still at the 6th stage, so you're like midway, but you're definitely off to a great start. So this would be getting that job. This would be starting your business and doing well right away. This would be getting a lot of attention from people that are a lot better than the people you usually were attracted to. This would be dating, okay? With this kind of energy, or just experiencing independence and taking your power back and working on yourself. With the Six of Wands, going to the gym, giving yourself treats and beauty treatments and all of that with the Six of Wands. It's awesome. This is going places. This is traveling. This is going for, you know, moving into a different direction, and now you know your surroundings, and now you know what you're doing. Everyone's good to you. Everyone's nice. And this is you feeling, yeah, I did it. This is awesome. This is a big victory for me. This is a big win for me, and I should be proud of myself. So this is absolutely ending the month on a very high note of victory, triumph, feeling in control, feeling like you know what you're doing, feeling like you know where you're headed. And no matter what happens, you're going to be just fine. Okay, so this is awesome. I love this reading for you. So don't be afraid to break free of old patterns. Don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone. Now is the time to do that. The energy is fully supporting you, and it's actually, you're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone if you don't welcome the energy and try to, you know, to embrace it and make it work. You're just going to be pushed out of that box anyway, and so you may experience some turbulence if that happens. But if you continue to focus on the positives, and if you try to spin things around in a way that is good and constructive, you're going to be absolutely fine. Let's look at your oracle cards. So we have Merlina for career, finances, home, and studies. You're confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. So this is, you have to make your choice. You're not sure which way to go. You're not sure how to make it work. You're not sure. You're not feeling safe. You're not feeling, you know, in charge. You're not feeling in control because you don't have all the information. Do some soul searching or talk to an expert. With the Hermit, could also be that, and get the information that you don't have. And it's one of those things where it's just better to ask because it's like you don't know what you don't know. So you think you know things, but actually there's a lot that potentially you have no idea. And this is really good to just talk to someone, just ask that question and then listen, pay attention. Even if they start off saying things that you already know, continue to listen, because they may put a different perspective on it, or they may give you additional information that you didn't even thought about before. So this is about doing your research, doing your soul searching, praying, meditation. For some of you, your answers are within, and for others, this is about talking to someone who's already done it, talking to someone who's an expert, and they will guide you, they will show you the way, and then you'll be fine on your own. For love life, we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So for some of you, you are coming out of a relationship, you're separating, or you're getting a divorce. And again, this is just saying, if this is what's going on, trust that it's meant to happen. Trust that it's happening for a good reason, okay? Even if you don't know it, just keep going. Follow your intuition, keep going, and then it will start to make sense. This is definitely separating yourself from an old way of being, separating yourself from an old way of approaching your love life, always going for the same type of person, and therefore having the same type of relationship that always ends in the same way and usually painful for you. And it's just really about letting that part of yourself go, because you've outgrown that situation, that type of situation, that type of relationship. Now you understand things from a higher perspective. You see the lessons that you've had to learn, and now it just doesn't make sense to you anymore to continue to be attracted by the same type of individual. You're not going to be attracted by the same type of individual, and that's good. That's a positive change, okay? And it's a result of all your hard work. So try not to turn back. For others, this is just taking some time for yourself. This is just, I want to be on my own. I want to take care of myself. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to just be happy on my own and take care of myself. And for others, this could be that trip. This could be the move, and maybe your partner can move with you right away. Or this could be the traveling for work. You change your job and you have to travel for it. Or you have to go to a different location and you're away longer than usual. But this is temporary, and you will find a way to make it work. So try not to worry about that. For health and well-being, we have stay positive. And just, speaking about try not to worry. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps that support my health and well-being. So this is all about staying positive, okay? Don't allow the ego consciousness to come in to speak to you about your fears and insecurities and doubts and worries, because that's going to keep you stuck, and you're going to fight change as opposed to embrace it. And you're going to see it as something big, chaotic, and destructive, when actually it's a great opportunity for you to rebuild and to get creative and do what you want to do, okay? And be free and happy. So this is about your mindset. Try to stay positive. Remember, you have the moon as the overall energy. When we deal with a lot of emotional energy, we can, and with the moon, it's definitely things bubbling up to the surface in terms of fears, doubts, insecurities. And so if we know this, we can protect ourselves against it by staying positive, by saying, okay, I can see that I'm starting to worry here. I'm just going to take a deep breath. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to do what I can, try to stay focused and grounded, and just take it one step at a time, okay? So it's just being aware of what we're thinking and how we're feeling, and keeping those negative emotions and thoughts in check. Not running away or ignoring them, that's not healthy either, but just saying, okay, I acknowledge that this is how I'm feeling. However, I choose to be positive about this. I choose to see it in a positive light. I choose to turn it around and make it work, okay? And that's just going to go a great long distance for you. And your overall guidance, we have Violet, create a balanced life. The number is 45, and another sign had this. So with Violet, first of all, it's 45, so it's a 9. So you are at the completion of a big phase in your life, and you're getting ready to start a new one. And you have the opportunity now to really make a change and start to live a balanced life. That balance is what will bring you true happiness, health and happiness, okay? Because you balance mind, body, and soul. You find a way to balance work and play. You find a way to keep your emotions under control, keep them in check. And so you balance those with what you're thinking and how you're reacting to things. You will not be ruled by your emotions anymore, because you will be grounded. You'll have that balance. And so it's like, okay, well, I can see that I'm starting to get worked up here, but I choose to calm down. I choose to take a breath and try to find a positive way around this, okay? And that is a balanced lifestyle, and it keeps the balance between mind, body, and soul. So this is where you're headed, okay? You're headed towards creating a balanced life, and you see the word create there. So this is what you can do. It's all in your hands. You create the world you want in your reality. In the month of July, you start this process. You can't finish it, it's a big deal, but you start this process in the month of July, and you create a beautiful and balanced life for you moving forward. So I hope that the reading makes sense. I hope the reading helps you. I'm looking forward to your comments. Please remember to watch your moon and rising sign for additional messages, but hope you've enjoyed the reading. Hope you have a fantastic month, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Take care.